Jen, what's our next game on the list?
Alien Isolation by Creative Assembly, and I tell you what, I cannot wait to see more of this game.
Okay. So, from what I'm hearing about this game, it it's like a Slender Man on crack, basically, from what I'm understanding about the game now. And I like after E3 that they showed more about where they're going with how the alien's going to interact with people. It's not just going to be there's an alien, shoot it. There's a new alien, shoot it. Here comes another alien, shoot that one too.
Right.
It's going to be the original alien-style VHS. Here's an alien. You're scared as shit. It's your first time seeing it, and run from it.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? And that really kind of harkens back to, as you said, the original Aliens with Ripley, where she is on a ship, scared shitless. Gets right down to it, you know?
Now, isn't this Ripley's daughter?
This is Ripley's daughter, yes.
Okay. And so she's going to inspect the ship that her mother left. Is that correct?
From my understanding, correct. And for some strange reason, there's an alien on board.
Right, because the original alien left with her, didn't it?
No, actually, it.
Or was that from 2 to 3?
I think that was 2 to 3.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. It's been a while, dude. I gotta watch those movies again. Now I don't feel like I'm nerdy enough for this game. That's not good.
There you go. Yeah, I'll watch it too.
So, what else? It seems like there's some active time to the game. There's a lot of hiding, like Slender Man. Don't let the alien see you. And from what I was watching on E3, if the alien sees you, you're pretty much fucked. Unless you have like some form of fire or some form of scare tactic to scare the alien away. You can't exactly kill it.
Right, exactly. And you know what? I think that's where it should be. My only concern is the pedigree for Creative Assembly, is what I'm referring to, the pedigree. They have done a lot of RTS-style games and not much in the way of first-person shooters. And I say RTSs, I mean Shogun and Rome series is probably one of their biggest names, and also Medieval. And so I worry about the first-person aspect, especially the terror aspect, because they don't have much in the way of that terror experience. And so I worry about that. And I hope that they stay away from cutscenes, the Call of Duty type cutscenes where it's action oriented, but it takes you out of the game, and that experience.
So what you're saying is since they did all those RTS games, they're really good at death animations.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Definitely.
so hopefully we'll see some really cool death scenes in the game. But I know that we have a trailer that we're going to take a look at here, and I think it was the most recent coming straight out of E3. So let's get that started. Pre-release footage. Okay. Look at that. Just VHS and everything, dude. Like, it just sends chills. They recorded a lot of the on-screen stuff on VHS tapes and then imported it back into the PC when they were making the game. I mean, even the Sega logo looks like it's off of a damn VHS tape. It's awesome.
They did a good job as far as the art style is concerned, so I got to give them props for that sort of work. And then obviously, the picture, this scene right here is just amazing.
It's really bad here, Verlaine.
It just sets the mood. You're gonna die.
I think there's something here.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's exactly what all the other Alien games were missing. Now, the only time that I felt like Aliens were done right was in AVP2. And I felt like they did a good job at studio.
Was AVP2, was that Requiem?
The movie?
Yes. Oh, you're talking about the game.
I'm talking about the game, yeah.
See, I didn't get to play. I think AVP2 was the one where it was really good multiplayer, right?
I absolutely adored the multiplayer. Okay. Actually, some of my best memories for multiplayer games was from that game.
Let's get back there for a second. There was a scene where the alien confronts. Let me get that right there. Just that image. That right there. That is creepy as shit to me. The motherfucker's drooling on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He's drooling on the ground. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. They don't have saliva. It's acid, right?
It's acid. Yeah.
Okay, so if he accidentally, drinks too hot a coffee and then decides to spit it out at work, your face is gonna melt, right?
You're not gonna have a face. You're not gonna have a cube. Nothing's gonna be there.
So I mean, I just looking at the bloom coming off the lights and everything. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. So what don't I know about this game yet? Is there anything I don't know about this game that we should know about?
From my experience with the trailers and watching that, there's really no motivation for Amanda to be there. I mean, except for to find her mother, but I mean, I don't know exactly when this is supposed to happen within the Alien universe, and so I hope that they kind of explain a little bit more about what happened and why she's there.
From what I'm getting is at the beginning of what was the second one called? Was it Aliens?
Aliens, correct.
Okay. At the beginning of Aliens, Ripley asked the guy who was I don't know if it was the president or who the hell he was, but asked where her daughter was. Well, he said that her daughter went and looked for her, and she never came back, so they presumed her dead.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
That was the one thing that I remember about the Aliens movie. That's the one thing that I remember. But that was stated at the beginning of the movie. So I would assume this is the prequel to 2. So it's in between 1 and 2.
Okay.
So
it makes sense as far as the timeline is concerned.
So we're gonna finally find out what happened to Ripley's daughter. And it looks like I was also watching something else from E3. It looks like there's a lot of androids in the game, and from what I remember, there's a good clip of an android. Just look at the technology in the game; it's so old school looking, like it's amazing.
Yeah, it's old school, but it feels like it's appropriate for this timeline, and this particular part of the universe as well. So, like I said, Creative Assembly has done a hell of a job bringing back that old stuff and reinventing it with some new.
So what we're looking at here is this looks like to be an android in a spacesuit, and she's clearly hiding from him. So it's really got that. Oh man, what the hell was the name of that game? That scary game that came out at the beginning of this year, I believe it was. He went to an insane asylum. I can't remember the name of the game, but anyways, don't you give me that look. The point of the game was there was a big guy that was trying to hunt you down, and then there was a priest who was trying to help you through the area and tell the story of what happened at that place. Well, you had to hide in a lot of lockers and all that, and you had to do a lot of hiding, so it seems like that is the staple in this game is there's going to be jump scares, there's going to be a lot of hiding, there's going to be a lot of eerie noises. I'm extremely excited for like the 5.1 and 7.1 sound in this game, because I mean, a staple for any kind of horror or any kind of game that's close to horror is the sound. But this clearly looks like you're hiding from an android. Mm-hmm. And then here, I guess you can look at this as you're going to go through all the pipes, you're going to go through the drain system, you're going to go through the ventilation system. But I love the Ghostbuster-esque utility that she has here, which absolutely just is. I mean, they made that and then recorded it from PC onto VHS and then brought it back onto PC from a VHS tape just so it had that old school feel to it. I mean, I think that's great. So I can't wait to see what kind of like utilities and tools you're going to be able to use in the game. Oh, can I get a... Oh, shit. Okay. So, I kind of missed the android. There's the android burning alive. So, from what I was reading and some of the E3 stuff that I saw, the only offensive weapon you really have is fire. It seems like the flamethrower will burn the androids enough to melt them and short-circuit them. There's also ways you can like pop holes in steam pipes and stuff like that, so you can hit them with steam and like melt the skin off of their faces and stuff like that. So there's a lot of
I was going to say that's interesting because that gives Amanda a little bit of a weaponry, be able to use a ship in her environment to survive, and that's again that brings a level of depth just closer to realism. That hey, you are by yourself with psychotic robots and a blood-seeking alien, and you've got to do what you can to survive. And you know what? That's just awesome, and makes me really want to play this game even more.
Just looking at this picture of this android burning alive and seeing its eyes, it has no emotion in its face, and that's what's gonna make it even more freakier. Or even more freaky. You're gonna have technically what is a Target or a Walmart mannequin chasing after you with a spacesuit on, making no noise other than the metal clanking on the ground. That to me is just that's creepy as hell to me, and I say I don't want to have any part of it, but all of me wants to have everything with this game. I want to get the shit scared out of me. I want to feel like I have to run to the bathroom because I'm going to let loose in my underwear like a little schoolgirl. I think the game looks fantastic, and it's definitely going to provide a lot of scares. This little thing here. Okay, so I don't know how good you can see that, but on the bottom of that, if you've ever opened up like a container for a speaker or sub,
oh yeah, that's a speaker.
That's a speaker, okay, and it's connected to some kind of module, and it looks like it's got speakers on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So is this some kind of bomb that will alert or lure the alien away from you? Is that what this is?
Called a sonic grenade. Literally, that's what I think it is. It's a distraction device.
That oh man, God, we're just taking it to the next level here, and I love it how she's just got like zip ties wrapped around it. She's like, you know what? We're like in the year 3000, and all I have is zip ties still, and we're just gonna go ahead and tie this damn thing off. But then again, if this was made back in the 80s, late 80s to early 90s, like Alien was, this is what they would have used. So I mean, it's cool that they're just kind of paying homage to that. There's the meter again. There's the flamethrower. You can't kill the alien, but the alien doesn't like the flames. So.
Right. You know what? One of the things that I wish we could kind of zoom in on this, if you actually look, yet again, Amanda has went in, cobbled together components from across the ship and made a weapon.
She sure as hell did, didn't she? That's exactly what it looks like, too. Huh. I didn't notice that. Okay. So it looks like, you don't really get weapons, you have to make them and craft them.
I think that would be awesome, be able to craft weapons. And you know what? I think it'd be more awesome if on the onset of the game they put the equipment there, and how many people would actually know that this equipment could turn into a weapon? I mean, how many people would just run by it thinking, not even paying attention to it? But I bet you got some people out there that say, I could turn this into a weapon. I think that would be awesome if CA would do that.
What I would like to do is take lava and put it in some kind of container and then chuck that at the alien. But then that would defeat the purpose of the game because it would probably melt his ass. Yeah. But I mean the fire. Well, then he's scared of the fire because I assume that it's really hot and it could melt his ass. So what melted acid? I mean, is the alien's blood acid as well, or does he have alien green style blood?
No, it's acid. Okay. I mean, the whole alien itself is acid, and so if you go back and watch any of the AVP movies, every time that an alien was killed, it would drip acid. And one of the nice things about at least AVP 2 is if you killed an alien, and it formed an acid hole in the floor, other aliens would go through the hole. They'd actually use that as an entrance.
Huh. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's everything we know about. And then, I mean, here's the classic scene again. I mean, that it looks like it's in the barracks of where they were eating originally, but I don't know if you can see it down here. It looks like there's a ton of like plastic explosives everywhere. So it looks like that alien was led into that room for some reason, and you're going to blow it up.
And maybe, you know what, maybe that's the ending of the game. Who knows? It could be also just, a high point in the middle of the storyline. We'll have to see. Play it. Let's find out.
Well, it definitely blew up. Let me go back a little bit there. I don't think we caught that. Boom! Nuked Alien, son. Well, you know what? That's Alien Isolation. I'm extremely excited. I know you're excited. I mean,
hell yeah.
you wouldn't be wearing a green headset if you weren't excited about Alien Isolation.
That's right, man.
But from what this is saying, comes out October 7th. That's cool. Another game for this year. So far, we're 2 for 2 on game releases this year. First we did Evolve. Now we just finished up Alien Isolation. I do want to make a shout out to Sega. Sega really, I don't want to drop the F-bomb, but I almost did. They really need to do something with themselves because it's been a rough life for them, especially with that release of that last Alien game. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. It was bad.
Oh, dude, the aliens walked around with their hands up like they were, like, eternal retards. Like, I don't want to, like, make fun of anybody, but I mean, if you could see the way my arms are up right now, they literally just walked on the hallway like this. But, it was...
it's about time that Sega finally went and got something original that wasn't necessarily action-oriented and went back to, as you said, paying homage to the first, especially the first movie. I just hope Creative Assembly really pulls it out of the fire and shows what aliens are all about.
All right. Anything else you want to note or make mention of about Alien, or is you excited for it?
I'm good there. I'm excited for it, definitely.
So you gave Evolve an 8 out of 10 on the excitement meter. Where are you sitting at Alien Isolation?
Oh, man. I like horror games more than let's say, arena-based games. So I'm going to have to actually say a 9 out of a 10.
9 out of 10.
I'm reserving my 10 out of 10 for something real special.
Okay. I'm definitely excited for Alien Isolation. I love playing scary games. I love getting scared. I started off with Resident Evil and Silent Hill and stuff like that. And then scary games kind of just died down. And then the Slender Man generation came out. And then all of these indie game developers started making all of these games that were like Slender Man, and you were going through mansions and woods and sewers, and you were just getting scared, and that was the only thing that there was, is you can't kill the thing. It's chasing you. You hear it behind you, you hear it above you, and the reason you're scared is because you don't know if it's breathing down your neck or not. Right. So that's why I'm excited for this game. That was Alien Isolation. We have, I believe your 10 out of 10 might have been saved for this next one. Is that